Today, Ed will explore how analytics can predict risk and outcomes by analyzing claimant cohorts, examining the injured parties population, and optimizing potential settlement strategies by leveraging tools like heatmaps for deeper insights.
Once you have the data, you can start asking those types of questions. You can start segregating claimants into cohorts based on their age, injury severity, where they're located. And from that, so this is not necessarily restricted just to mesothelioma, even though we're showing a lot about that. This could be for anything that we do. You could put things on a map. You can segregate things out by age, and you start asking questions. If you have a cohort of claimants and they share a characteristic, once you start knowing what settlements they typically get, you can predict how many people might get settlements of the same amount in the future. And from that, you can get to what the overall settlement might be. That's very useful for law firms. Helps predict what the eventual outcome will be for a trust if we're dealing with settlement administration, because you'll know how many are out there, how many are still to come, and where the hotspots are. And for this, we're talking about hotspots, and we're dealing with a new project coming in for case management. We'd like to put it on a map to see where there might be overrepresentation, underrepresentation. But for example, we've done this here looking at filings for mesothelioma, where it's actually occurring and how it's changed over time, pre and post COVID. And we've done a heat map by state. And there's some states that have more filings than others. Sometimes that's because they are a state with a lot of population. But other times there's certain states that have a lot of litigators in it. You see with Illinois in this specific case. But what we see is pre and post COVID for mesothelioma. The filings in a lot of the Great Lakes, especially Ohio, have gone down. Things like in Texas have gone up somewhat over time. Now, if you look at that for lung cancer, it's even more pronounced for Texas and Louisiana going up, and in this case, Indiana and Mississippi going down pre and post-COVID. So how does this help predict settlement strategy? Well, in this case, maybe Mississippi, for some reason, post-COVID is being underrepresented. Maybe not in actuality, but you look at a map like this and say, okay, what happened to all those Mississippi claimants? Where are they now? Does there need to be more, advertising there or something along those lines? These are all things that can inform the law firm and how they want to handle examining a population.
Partner with Verus today to harness the power of analytics and make smarter, data-driven decisions for your litigation strategy.